Now, you are aware of a physical body, and you may even be aware of more kinds of bodies. But if you consider cutting out paper dolls and then they unfold them, and it folds and folds and folds, you have a physical body, a mental body, an emotional body, a spiritual body, an energetic body, an etheric body, and many others. But what we want to talk about is, can you fold the accordion of those paper dolls in on themselves to understand that you are both your physical body and your emotional and your mental and your spiritual body all at once. See, many of you do great work as far as trying to expand your spiritual consciousness. You meditate a lot, but you're feeling that you're only going so far. And that is because you are not folding all your bodies together yet.
Welcome to Becoming Awesome with Peter D, channeling the 9D Arcturian Council.
A big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. But you know, more than 6 out of 10 of you watching our videos have not yet subscribed. You'd really help out Tracy and I so much by clicking that subscribe button. You'll be helping yourself too. You'll be saying to the universe, I want to focus on my ascension, and then to make it easy, our videos will show up on your YouTube feed without having to search for them. Take that step for yourself, and thank you for helping us. Hey, you beautiful souls. We've got the 9D Arcturian Council today. It's going to be so cool. They're going to be talking about physical health, how to use your energetic and spirit connection to manifest physical health. First, I'm going to be talking about some stories about people I know who have just healed miraculously. Then we'll be bringing in the Arcturians to give us the dynamics and some energetics to help you create a healthier body. Please put your comments below. This is a discussion. There's so much wisdom in this community. Please share it. Thank you for doing that. Let's talk about people I know who got healthy. Just last week, one of the folks in my Becoming Awesome meditation circle, we meet every Tuesday night. You can check the links below if you want to sign up and participate in some big group consciousness. It's really nice what's being created. You don't have to be alone out there. You can do that and just pump up your own energy. And one of the beautiful souls in the group said he lived up in Canada, and during their Thanksgiving dinner up there, he burned his hand pretty bad when he was, doing some of the cooking. He had his big burn. And he, put whatever salve he put on it to, deal with it in the moment. And then spent the next couple of days loving his hand. Particularly while it was hurting, he would just go, oh, you're healing. What a beautiful, beautiful hand. 2 days later, he was just feeling great. And he said there's hardly any scarring. And all that pain went away. He just loved it by keeping his focus on it and know that what he was feeling and interpreting as pain was healing and love. This is a powerful story of somebody who's super connected to their source and as such can just direct it to their body and see physical transformation in a couple of days. Just beautiful. And I know this kind of thing is possible. I've known for a while. Bit more than a decade ago, I had a friend, fantastic woodworker, author, musician, played the guitar, and he was doing some woodwork, and he cut off 2 fingers, just cut them off, and he didn't freak out. He just bandaged himself up, put the fingers in a cooler, and went to the hospital and said, sew these on. And they said, yeah, we can sew them on, but don't expect to get movement, or especially not full movement out of them, because, science tells you can't regrow nerve cells, right? Well, he just said, sew them on. And then he kept feeling all the pain of what took place. And every time he felt pain, he would say, oh, that's the healing I'm feeling. Thank you for this pain. You're healing me. Thank you. And so he kept thanking his fingers that hurt. And he did that, and now he can still play guitar perfectly, has full movement in these fingers that were totally cut off. Miraculous. I know for myself that years and years ago, I had the worst case of shingles. 2 full dermatomes that were completely blistered all the way around. The pain was so bad, I wanted to kill myself. That actually was a big impetus to go into my spiritual growth path, was the amount of pain I was experiencing, anything to stop the pain, because I wanted to die. It was so bad. I eventually understood, because of what I was teaching in my curriculum on how you can use your mind to get all the symptoms of experiencing being drunk. This is actually true. 90% of everything you call being drunk, at least the good side of it, not the bad stuff, but 90% of all the good parts of being drunk is an expectation, a belief. It's not in the chemical alcohol. We used to run people into bar labs and give them non-alcoholic drinks, and at the end they'd say, "Oh, this is great, I feel so good, I had a great party," and then they blow a breathalyzer and freak out that it was a 0, right? Because it was their head. They were in a bar where they were being handed drinks, and then they created it all. So I used to teach that, right? So I said, well, if you can create this, what can you create with health? And I saw this video from Stanford University where they'd hooked up people to functional MRIs, so in real time they could see what was going on in their brain. And these were people had chronic pain, and so they translated into an image, a screen on the monitor in front of them, an image of a campfire. When the campfire was really big, there was a lot of activity in their brain registering pain, and when it was small or not at all, then there would be no pain that was being registered by their brain. And so they put them in front of these MRIs and then just say, in real time, put the fire out. That was the only instructions, put the fire out. And these people learned how to just not have their brain feel things. And I said, well, if they can do that, I can do that. I don't need no big-ass science machine in my living room. I got this pain indicator right here in my body telling me stuff when I'm feeling pain. Let me just put it out. And now the only time I ever feel pain from all that damage of shingles is when I do videos like this and talk about it, because I have to bring my consciousness back to, oh, I have a network that hurts, as opposed to I have a neural network that is just beautifully feeling good. Yeah. So I'm just letting you know that this is all out there in the world. And I'm going to bring in the 9D Arcturian Council to talk about how to bring more of it into you. So let's go. Dear beautiful souls, oh yes, we are with you now. And it is fun because Peter has been connecting with us and now can connect to the multitude. We are a council, we are a group consciousness, as you would call it, and we have so much that is going on. And Peter's starting to realize the depths of who he is speaking with. And we want you to realize the depths of who we see you as. Yes, we are a massive consciousness, but you are equally expanded. You do not know this yet because you are still in the place where you are just considering yourself as a human and limited to what you call the frame of your body as your reality, as if you stop here and there's not out here. Yet we see how this magnificence of you are. So let us begin with the message of you are magnificent. Please take that in, because this is your truth. We feel it, we see it, and we want to reflect it back to you. You are magnificent. Yes, yes. Now, we wish to speak to you on the concept of bodies. Now, you are aware of a physical body, and you may even be aware of more kinds of bodies. But if you consider cutting out paper dolls, and then they unfold them, and it folds and folds and folds, you have a physical body, a mental body, an emotional body, a spiritual body, an energetic body, an etheric body, and many others, but those are plenty to start with. What we want to talk about is, can you fold the accordion of those paper dolls in on themselves to understand that you are both your physical body and your emotional and your mental and your spiritual body all at once. Can you just focus on those four as a single being, not as separate things? See, many of you do great work as far as trying to expand your spiritual consciousness. You meditate a lot. Yes, you do beautiful things. You maybe even learn energy work like Reiki or something, but you're feeling that you're only going so far. And that is because you are not folding all your bodies together yet. Now, in those stories that Peter told you on healing, those are examples of where the bodies are folded on themselves, and so each part can help the other part. They were talking, I think, using their mentality to create an outcome. They were using their emotions, sending love. And they were using their physical bodies. What do I do to be healthy? Right? Many of you go to the gym, work out, eat beautiful diets, but you don't do that as a spiritual practice because you separate. And this is what we're telling you, fold those paper dolls in on themselves. First of all, know you can heal. This is the mentality. Know that you are not just your mind. See, many of you, not those of you listening to this yet, down the road, yes, some of you, but not at this time of release, do not even know that you're anything more than your mind. You don't even think you are your mind. You just have a thought and think that because you have it, that's truth and that's you. And you don't understand, as has been taught, you are consciousness, and your consciousness inhabits these various bodies, including a mental body. So these thoughts are not yours that you're having. You're not the thoughts. And I know that sounds like a koan. Peter was taught this through the saying, there is thinking but no thinker. There is seeing but no seer. Okay? There is speaking but no speaker. That's because that is not who it is. It's you're this consciousness up here. So if you can accept that you are influenced by what you hold in your thoughts, and that these thoughts are not yours, and then you can move to better thoughts, more energetic thoughts. All of you is ascending, not just your spiritual body, right? That's what it used to be. You would leave your body and die and go to heaven. No. The physicality of what you're doing on the earth plane is so magnificent now, of ascending in bodies, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, all ascending. So if you can accept that part of this growing lighter is your mind will grow lighter. You will not have the same repetitive negative thoughts. One of the teachings that Peter had learned, and we're going to ask him to share that now, is that the lower mind, you call it local mind, is negative and repetitive. You know this. It tells you terrible things about yourself over and over. But the higher mind, universal mind, it's less dense, and it's creative and auspicious and connected. It doesn't isolate you. So you're going to make these changes, and this will happen as you make the changes that allow it, both in your physical and your spiritual, and especially your emotional body. Okay? As you make those changes, you will then start to have more quality of thoughts, more gap between your thoughts, and you'll start to realize, oh, I'm not these thoughts at all. But for now, it's just enough to be aware that, what do you think about your health? Many of you think you have no say in it, that your body's just a machine, and you go to these doctors and they give you your pills and that's it. And then many of you unknowingly use significance from your illness. You get on the phone, talk to all your friends. Oh, I'm so sick. I did this and my doctor said that, and I've got this illness and now I'm taking 15 pills, and they're all these beautiful things. And you brag. You brag about your illness, and that's how you connect and make your connections, and then you wonder why that is what you express in your life. Now, it's not just enough to change your thoughts to know that you can have the power of healing. It is there. You see these miracles all the time. You have to also see what's in those paper dolls folded that is keeping you at these lower levels, because you can only go so far in one area before the other areas drag you down. And this is why Peter has always been on the emotional thing. This is one of the reasons we like working with him. By our assessment, there's only 3 or 4, depending on how you look at it, programs that we're aware of on your planet that deal with all the aspects and ask you to move the emotions as well as change the thinking and do the spiritual work. Now, they're not perfect by our means, but for what's available, they're pretty good. So we're not telling you go do what Peter is doing. We're telling you that it's available and there's other ones available, but you need to find a program where you're actually doing the work of lifting those other bodies. And for most of you, it is truly your emotional body, which is why Peter always says, clear, 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 clear. And it's not you get rid of what's there. You have to allow it full expression. You don't clear out your bad feelings. You love them, just like talking to that finger. I love you, pain. I love you, burn. You love the feeling. And the loved feeling is expressed. The anger gets loud and yells. The fear cries or shakes. And the sadness grieves and sobs. You love them into expression, and then they release, and then you get lighter, and then you climb up, and that brings up your mental body as well, because it's all folded in on itself. So many of you will do some physical work. Not just the emotional work that we recommend, but the physical work. And this is beautiful. You care about what you eat. You try to get clean water. You try to find living water. You find all these beautiful things. But for the most part, you still have the mentality, I'm going to die in this body, and that's it. And we think it's quite interesting that many of you are becoming interested in near-death experiences. Many videos are out there, you're seeing them, and you find about what's on the other side. But for us, it's kind of interesting that it takes you dying before you start to figure out you can do something about it. Right? In the old worlds, you would just die off and ride your body till it died because it was so hard, and then you get a new body and ride it till it died, and do that again and again. Now you're saying, oh, there's near death, so you go to the brink of death before you have the spiritual awakening and realize there's more and start to do your clearing and healing. So why wait till you die? Why wait till you're near death? That's what's keeping the planet from ascending, as so many people are still in the looky-loo mode. Yeah. And so they're waiting for this big experience instead of taking it upon yourself. And like we said, it doesn't matter which program you do, but it is a program. Just like you go to the gym and the body starts to improve. Are you doing spiritual work every day? And yes, some of you are. You meditate every day, which is beautiful. Are you doing emotional clearing and expressing work every day? Yeah. And are you working on your beliefs after that? All four of them together. And that's the program we want to encourage you. That's why we kind of like working with Peter. He's one of the few people on the planet saying it's got to be a total approach, and you can do all these things. And he even provides tools, many of which are free on what he calls his website, and others you pay for, which is a beautiful exchange of how things work when you give and receive on the dense plane like Earth. But many of it is just there being given to you. So there's nothing stopping you except, are you waiting to die? You're going to wait to watch 50 videos on near-death experiences before you go, ooh, maybe I can learn. And not just learn, because that's just the mental part. Physical, spiritual, emotional. Bring all those paper dolls together. This is where you're going. That is why those stories were so beautiful, because all three stories that Peter presented integrated all four aspects. And that's why healing took place. And these are miracles, and they're yours. Now, we're just not here to lecture you. We would like to send a transmission to help you activate, more importantly, actualize this message. Get a realization in the mental body. Get a physical feeling in the physical body. Get a spiritual sense of uplift in the spiritual body. Get an emotional release of what is being held, or at least the encouragement to go to those sadness places, those fear places that I'm just sick and I'm helpless in this world and I need to do these drugs or whatever it is you do. Yes, and feel that emotion to lighten it up. We want this activation, not just a transmission to be aware, but activate all four of those bodies at this time in you. So please, allow us to do so. We are going to do this through Peter's eyes, but also through hand movements. His wife has started doing what is called on your planet light language. And these seem like nonsensical words, and they are by your point of view, but they are frequency intonations from places that are beyond your present consciousness. And by having these different frequencies intonated, it creates certain vibrational shifts in you. So he's going to be doing it with his eyes open and with his hand movements, creating what you would call commonly in your histories mudras, but also with these intonations, which is partially from us, but really not. We're going to just bridge. We in the Arcturian Council are 9th dimensional. We're going to bridge up higher. 12th dimensional beings are lining up as we speak right now to help with this. And there's even entities in dimensions beyond that. But that's getting so far out there for now. We're not going to go and delve into explaining that in this moment. But you're getting more help than you know. Please go into receiving mode. Start by a moment of gratitude. Any little bit of health, any little bit of awareness, any little bit of release and love you feel, just start with gratitude of that. Yes, that is a beautiful vibration. Now, your sacred higher self, as this channel calls it, is always with you. But when you invoke it, it becomes stronger because you're putting the awareness on that connection, and it becomes a permission for more to happen. So please invoke your sacred higher self. And your team, many of you have guides and angels, beautiful, beautiful beings. Ask them to be with you. Even E.T. brothers like us, although we are not the dimensional ones you think of when you think of E.T. brothers and sisters. Bring them here. Your inner earth beings, Gaia. Yes, all the realms. And now open up to the possibility of these dimensional beings being with you. And now create the affirmation, I am healthy. All my bodies are integrated, and I advance in consciousness, health, spiritual growth, and emotional truth all at once. I am ascending. I allow healing. O samakati mochitalita mazadi honati maho hasaginambo hina etamola ia a homasi hoya no makanala moja hoya so mapita lu kinazisa hinabo ja kulama petidu haya mama toda dan la niya mianako ya to inajoto inapo ingala bala su ya imamata lita no nasi kuna paso miso tu kina paso kuna po inamoya tola di nyana mama gigi la di o what's up mama ni so Oya koma mopo. Now, please let this just sink into you. Close your eyes, sit back, and allow. This transmission will continue. Yes. For your consciousness, you are now aware that in your mental body, you believe unconsciously, I am worthy, I deserve, I am healthy, I am ageless, I am athletic and energetic and vibrant in my health. I grow younger every day. I embody perfect health. And so it is. For your physical body. Yes, yes, yes. Be aware. Feel the energy flowing through you. Yes, how vibrant and alive are you in this moment? Feel it. That is you. That is your truth. Every little bit that you're aware of grows stronger. You relax. You're at ease. You are healing. You are youthing. You can feel it. For your emotional body. Oh, dear one, so loved are you. Ah, yes, this fear of the illnesses and the physicality is terrible. Go ahead, shake if you need. Please allow it. Because we're going to hold you with this love. Yes, the love you deserve, the love you are. Yes, sadness. Yeah, it's been so sad. You never thought you could get well or be healthy. Yeah, all those times that fear was deep when you were ill growing up. Oh, yes. You may be feeling your solar plexus and down lower into your third chakra by your navel. Very, very get tight. This channel, Peter, is aware of it. This is where we are sending this energy right now. Go ahead and just start to work that gently. Yes. Yes. Now, that little vibration you're finding by just tapping or massaging gently on that area, let that vibration expand into your body and let those healing waves affect all of you. And now with your spiritual body. Just for a moment. Bring your awareness outside of your mentality, outside of your physicality, outside of your emotions. Bring your awareness to all that's around you. The room, the house, the street, the town. Get bigger. That is only a small taste of you and your awareness. Just sense it. Beautiful, beautiful. And now, with this last blessing, we're going to ask you to fold all those four experiences back in on themselves into one totality of you. Healthy, vibrant you on all levels, on all your bodies. Thus it is. Thank you. Please feel free to connect with us anytime or within your own source to repeat these energies as much as you need as you do your work, as you choose your growth. You don't have to wait till you die anymore. You don't have to wait till you're near death anymore or terribly sick. Please start working it. You are this. We love you so much, and we are here to connect with you, either rewatching this video or any other way that you can reach out to help you with this energy, as is your entire spirit team. Many, many blessings to you. Whew. I didn't expect any of that. Oh man, I knew we were going to kind of do an activation. I did not expect the light language. I did not expect the four bodies to each be addressed and folded onto each other. I love being surprised by spirit. Thank you, Arcturians. Thank you. All right, please put your comments below. Talk about what you got out of this. What I got out of this is that I'm more than I think I am, and I can fold my bodies in on themselves and actually have my emotional release power my physical healing. Oh man, that is so good. And then use my mentality to know that I am healthy and growing healthier all the time. gosh, it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I learned a lot. What did you get out of this? What are you doing for your health? Share that below. Please send this video out. Everybody can use some more physical vibrancy in their lives. So if you know friends who relate to this kind of stuff, help Tracy and I, help the channel, share this video. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Many blessings. Bye-bye.